Recorded live from a back porch somewhere in Volusia County. It's Florida is Sinking with Brent and Jeremy. Now kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. Or don't.
He said Florida's slowly sinking into the ocean. Too little, too late.
Welcome to Florida is Sinking, a native podcast. Oh, an awards-winning native podcast of the strangest state. Every once in a while, we got to throw that in there because, you know, we are, after all. And we just added one, too.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I'm Brent. You're Jeremy.
I am.
And
Champion Jeremy.
That's right. That's right. Once again,
Yep.
back to back.
Winter is coming, and the mistletoes are leading the charge.
That's right. The mistletoes, once again, defended our crown.
Yeah.
And brought home the bacon and the title.
Brought home 3 awards, too. 3 individual awards.
That's right.
I got most kicks. Jessica got most runs, RKIs maybe? Runs kicked in?
Something like that.
And I think
she would have gotten 2, but they only give you 1.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. And then Kristen got best kicking percentage, right?
Yes, highest kicking average. KJ,
Yeah.
the intern.
KJ the intern.
Coming through.
Oh,
Coming
yeah,
through big this
yeah.
season. Yeah. So we defended our title.
She had some big cleats to fill when Heather left, and she did a very good job this
That's
year.
true.
We're proud
That's
of her.
true. So
Yeah.
we were not the favorites going into the playoffs.
No, we were
but-
ranked 2nd, and we ended up winning both games with shutouts.
Yeah.
3-0, 2-0.
Did not give up a run.
It was actually the 2 best kickball games we've played all year.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember right, too, Phil Jackson says the 3rd one's the hardest to get.
Oh, is that right?
Isn't that right?
Is that why the Warriors are struggling?
Yeah, he says it's the 3rd ring's the hard one,
Yeah.
if I remember right.
That makes sense.
So
There's,
next year's going to be tough.
Lightning doesn't strike thrice. Is the saying.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So you better get on those steroids I gave you, because we gotta defend this title next year.
Yeah. I like how we don't play in the fall, just in the winter league.
Mm-hmm.
So then, we let people get their hopes up.
Yeah. Someone did mention that. They said, "Did you guys?" They had asked if we played in the fall, because I don't know who won in the fall.
I think it was the team that was the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I just pretend. Fall doesn't count. Whenever anyone talks to me, I'm like, "What do you mean fall? Oh, you do that? Please."
Well, as I recall, in Little League Baseball, there was fall ball and there was spring ball.
All right.
The fall ball was like, they didn't even name the teams. They were just a colored T-shirt.
Oh yeah. Hey,
you know?
blue.
Yeah, I'm on the
I'm on the
sky
green.
blue team.
Yeah.
Or I'm on the
Okay.
dark purple. And then they were all the same shirt.
Okay.
Same logo, just screen printed on whatever color.
That was
shirt.
fall ball. So
That
fall ball was like,
you had to get your own pants.
oh boy.
Socks, hat. I think the hat was just like, it just said Deltona Little League on it. It was a generic, one of those old foam front with
in
the
Deltona
trucker hat.
They did hats. I thought they just did ski masks because everyone had one.
And then, but then
Oh,
spring
you play
ball.
for the Pitbulls?
Then spring ball. No, I play on the drive-bys. Yeah.
We took it home last fall. God rest little baby boy's soul.
The spring ball, we had like you were on the Pirates or the Marlins
Right.
or the Indians or whatever, and you had the full uniform.
Your parents loved you.
Yeah.
Right. This is just babysitting while they coped with their problems.
I think there were just as many fights amongst parents in fall ball as
Boy,
there
that
was
is a
spring
real
ball.
thing. As a baseball parent,
Now. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like cursing and you don't know what you're talking about at the umpire, and the umpire, just, I'm going to throw you out next time you say something like that. Like, real stuff, man.
I remember as a kid, like when the parents would start to fight, like we all just kind of stood there. And
Yeah.
It was just like once a week, it happened. You knew it was going to happen.
I bet your
so
dad
it
was a
happened.
total instigator. Your mom specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom was dropping F-bombs all over that place. Oh, I know Karen. Mouth like a sailor.
Yeah. So, anyways, Winter League is the real league. Like, nobody cares about fall
Yeah, I gotcha.
kickball.
Yeah.
It's winter kickball. And so, let them have their fun in the fall. And then daddy comes home in the winter.
The big piece of chicken. Remember that Chris Rock bit? Did you get any of the big piece of chicken, did you? Your dad's piece of chicken.
Yeah. So anyway,
Well, we won.
Mistletoes, again, champs.
My thought is this year, the parade, we do a Mistletoes back-to-back Winter Champs parade sponsored by Florida Sinking. I know someone we can hire that does like the stilts, like walking on the stilts.
I'm
I
sold.
think T-shirt cannon.
You have me sold at stilts. Yes, T-shirt cannon.
But just like, Mistletoes shirts, it says Mistletoes printed on there. We shoot those into the crowd, right?
Okay.
And then wouldn't it be something if you're walking in Winn-Dixie and you see a kid wearing a Mistletoes T-shirt?
That would be hilarious.
Pretty amazing, right?
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that idea.
I think I'm going to see because the guy that does the stilts, or it was a girl I met at one of the gigs I did, and I think they hire a bunch of stilts and jugglers and stuff. And now that we're adults with, not money to spare, but disposable income, I would splurge on a stilt walker.
Oh, if you got a guy juggling bowling pins,
That's
just
what I'm
walking
talking
along
about.
the
On a
float?
unicycle, can you imagine a bear on a tiny tricycle with
Yeah.
a Mistletoes hat on?
And we'll be back-to-back first place floats.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's it. Wow.
No matter what the theme is, we just have a Mardi Gras float.
Done.
It's just a party.
Oh, I'll bet you that could be the theme this year.
It could be a Mardi Gras Christmas.
Yeah, Mardi Gras Christmas. Yeah, I
That
like
sounds like DeBerry.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, speaking of playoffs, so since the last time we
Playoffs?
recorded, we're delayed.
Yeah.
We're a week behind what our normal schedule. So apologies to all the sinkers who were anxiously waiting.
Right.
But since the last time we recorded, I listened to the last episode because I was like, I don't even remember what we talked about so long ago. So I listened to part of it today, and we talked about the Magic maybe making the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a bit. That shows you how long ago it was.
And they did.
They
By
did.
golly, they
Whatever
did.
happened to them?
And they're already out.
Yeah, they're out.
Yes.
See, and that's my thought process on my teams is I don't care about you anymore until you make it past the first round, period. Miami Dolphins, Orlando Magic. I have too much money dumped into this. I even busted out my Skiles jersey.
Yeah, we
And
did. We went down to
Sanford Brewery.
Yeah.
I tricked you into going to a ska show.
Yes. Which I wasn't upset about.
No.
But it's pretty funny.
Brittany thought it would be hilarious because you got to bring. I suggested Sanford Brewery because right down the road, the ska band, the Orlando one, Control This, was playing, and some other ska bands. I went, well, hey, while we're here, might as well catch a ska show.
What's funny is we walked into that bar
Yeah,
and they were playing like, what was it, Streetlight?
Streetlight. Yeah,
And I was like, what is this, a ska bar? No.
Yeah, and
you
it
didn't
was.
say anything.
No.
Yeah. And then when we walked out, you're like, we gotta be back here at 9. I was like, why? And you pointed to the door, and it was like, free ska show. Words I didn't expect to see
Yeah.
in 2019. But I wasn't upset.
No.
And after the Magic lost that game, it was a nice pick-me-up.
It was a pick it up.
Yeah,
If I'm not
right.
mistaken. Pick it up. Yeah, and we've talked with Andy last time about the Sweet Crazy Money reunion, and it was good to see a band play again. It got us all hyped up for we're gonna put the band back together.
Oh, it's happening.
What's happening?
December 31st.
Yeah, we're gonna have a New Year's Eve party.
Yes.
And we are gonna Sweeter, Crazier, Moneyer is coming back. We need to live feed some of that actually.
Ooh, yeah. We'll have
Let's
to
live feed at least a song or two.
Yeah.
We got people already lined up. We got good friends of the show. Tom, our narrator's son, right?
Yeah, so the voice at the beginning of our episodes,
Yeah.
that's Tom's dad. Tom is going to be our drummer.
He's a voice actor. He's gonna be our
Yes.
drummer. Ryan, friend of the show. Eric, Honorary and Mistletoe, friend of the show.
Yep.
Our wives are gonna back up sing.
Yeah, it's going to be wild.
Andy on bass. J Money on the vocals. I'm getting a vocal coach. It's gonna be the real deal.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm
So-
looking forward to it. What a fun year this is gonna be.
Yeah. Man, we're all over the place already.
I know.
I'm so
Sorry, we
upset.
should get to the news.
No, it's cool. We're going to wrap that up, though. The Magic got swept.
Oh yeah.
So, no, they got the gentleman's sweep.
Was that what it's called?
That's where, you win one game, they let you win one game, and then they sweep you.
Then they just take you out.
Also,
The Swiffer? They call it the
the
Swift. The Swiffer. They got Swiffered.
the Lightning also.
What happened?
They got swept. They were the number 1 seed.
Hockey's
into-
going on now. I
Yeah,
didn't even know that.
yeah.
They're number 1 seed?
Yeah.
No way.
All of the division winners lost already.
No
in the
way.
First round.
Hockey is crazy like that,
Yeah.
though.
It's
I like
insane.
that about hockey.
Yeah. So, anyway, not great for
Sorry.
our Florida
Sorry,
sports
Spidey Bolt.
showing.
Spidey Bow's crying somewhere.
Yeah.
Hanging upside down in an old factory crying somewhere.
All right, you want to go to the news?
Yeah, let's do it.
This just in. Meanwhile, in Florida.
All right, we got a bunch of news, but
Oh, yeah.
first, a reminder to use our affiliate link to shop on Amazon.com.
Awesome. Mm-hmm.
I know you do your shopping on Amazon. I know you do.
Who doesn't?
So next time you do, just go to floridasinking.com/Amazon, and it'll take you directly to Amazon's homepage. It costs you nothing extra, but you'll be supporting the show.
But
while you
Brent,
shop.
what if I have Prime or something like that?
Oh, even better. If you have Prime, all the more reason to go to floridasinking.com/Amazon because your Prime subscription is still honored.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I need to hear.
That's all. Yeah. If you know what, if you have Amazon.com as a bookmark, why don't you change it to floridasinking.com/Amazon? It'll take you right there.
I love it.
You won't even know the difference.
Yep.
But whenever you buy stuff, it'll give us a tiny little kickback.
Beautiful. Get
Helps
that
support the
billboard
show.
up.
That's our goal. Get that billboard on I-4. We should put it right next to the I-4 eyesore,
Oh my gosh.
which I heard is going to be done later this year.
You know what we should
I
do?
can't even say that straight.
I know. We should take whatever money Patreon we make and just make a big, giant vinyl sign and hang it from the I-4 eyesore. See how long it lasts there.
Ooh,
No one's going to take it down.
that would be pretty good. That'd be funny.
Giant sign. I mean, 10 by 20, 20 by 30, 40 by 50, 1,000 by 1,000.
Why
Tape
stop
the
there?
whole thing. You know what I mean?
That would be funny. Under new management, and then have Florida Sinking.
Future recording studio of Florida Sinking.
I love it.
How much would a 20 by 40 vinyl cost? It's gonna be big.
It's gonna be
It's
expensive.
gonna be hard. You and I are both gonna have to carry that up there. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, we'll be. We could probably hire somebody to hang it up.
If we just pretend,
Pretend,
now
like-
we have to pull permits and stuff. I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh well.
We'll talk to Jim about that. Doesn't he own a sign company?
Mm-hmm.
He could hook us up. Yeah, all right. I'll hang it up there.
Shout out to Dynamic Aspects. We'll
Yeah.
give them some free,
Absolutely. Send them our
free
way.
advertising in exchange for a 50 by 50.
That's vinyl sign.
How big are those like giant American flags at the like car dealerships and stuff?
That's true, man. That's true. I want our vinyl sign to be folded up like a triangle and presented to us when we have it.
When we get arrested.
Yeah.
All right. Big news. This one made national news.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was right after a Magic loss.
Yeah, it was the Easter
Downtown
Bunny.
Orlando on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
And the Easter Bunny was rumbling.
Not all heroes wear capes, Brent.
No. And then, of course, the internet has to ruin everything.
I know.
Did you see what else happened? Like
Yeah.
the follow-up to that? So
Yeah.
the video was this guy in a full Easter Bunny costume fighting another guy in downtown Orlando.
Well, it was like the guy and the girl were fighting, and the Easter Bunny was just kind of like jumped in or hopped in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So it turns out, though, a few days later, that
Right.
it's like, oh, that guy in the Easter Bunny costume actually is a fugitive of
As
the
a
law.
fugitive, yeah.
And the guy he beat up is actually a homeless guy that, you know, that probably has mental.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it was like the internet always.
Takes it one step too far.
The internet giveth and the internet taketh away. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was that story. This one was sent in to us by Dan. Minutes after being released from jail, a Florida man was arrested in the parking lot for breaking into cars.
Oh, so he gets out, goes to the parking lot, starts breaking into cars.
He must have liked it in there.
Yeah,
He's like, "You can't kick me out of here."
3 square wheels. He goes, man, my woman hasn't cooked in a year. 3 square wheels and a free gym membership? I'm in.
They give him the boot. They're like, "You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, man." He's like, "Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I can.
want to bet?" All right, for some reason, it's not loading. So,
Oh, Comcast. Hey, my Comcast has been going out like crazy.
oh really?
Yes.
Well, that'd be really unfortunate if mine went out right now, which
Yeah,
it
well, it
seems
could
to
be.
have done.
I went to Starbucks because of that, right? And I logged in. I sat outside. It was a beautiful day out. And I thought maybe I could get reception in my car, right? So I turn my car on. I run my computer out there. I get a phone call because I'm at work. I get a phone call. It cuts out right when I sit in my car. So I don't know how Starbucks does it, but they have basically like a 20-foot outside rule.
They know.
Or yeah, you're done at that point.
There's like a perimeter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man. This is so annoying.
What?
Because I do a lot of...
Right.
Intern Jason does a lot of prep for our show.
Yes.
I do a tiny amount.
Okay.
One of which is listing all the news stories to click on. And when I click on it...
You expect it to open.
I expect it to open. So we're going to do a little quick Jurassic Park.
Ooh.
Turn it off.
Turn it back on again?
Turn it back on. Let's try that.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Everybody. It works.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, it worked
The
for
old Jurassic
Goldblum.
Park. Yeah. Well, I don't think it worked as well for them. At least not for Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, no.
Minutes after being released to jail, a Florida man was arrested in a parking lot for breaking into cars. Casey Michael Lewis was a free man for about 15 minutes, not even leaving the grounds of the jail where he'd been locked up before being arrested again. The 37-year-old had just been released Thursday from the St. Lucie County Detention Facility in Fort Pierce, Florida, where he'd been held on grand theft charges. Go figure. According to an arrest affidavit.
I wonder what he stole. I wonder what enticed him to just reach in or
Wonder
smash
if
it
it
with
was like the guy from. Did you ever see Gone in 60 Seconds? 30 seconds? What
One.
was it? Gone in 60 seconds.
No,
60 seconds.
60
right?
seconds, yeah.
Gone in 30 seconds was the sequel.
Right. No, that was me in the theater.
Yeah. But you know, he has like he has the obsession with that one car.
Oh, right.
Eleanor,
yeah.
yeah. So maybe this was he just saw the guy's Eleanor. He's like, oh,
I gotta have it. Yeah.
are you kidding me?
Yep.
All right. He just walked over. The 37-year-old had just been released. Not read that line. The affidavit says after he was released, Lewis then began walking around the jail's parking lot, quote, acting suspicious and checking vehicle doors.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Just trying to see if they're being safe, officer.
Yeah. You know me.
Spreading awareness.
I wonder if no one came to pick him up. Maybe that's why. He's just gonna lift something and drive home.
Yeah, good point. Surveillance video showed Lewis looking into cars and opening the door of a silver vehicle. Eleanor. The report says Lewis entered the vehicle from the driver's side and sat in the car for about 2.5 minutes. You could tell he's just fighting with his inner demons. Like, just get out of the car, man.
No, man, no. Yeah. They're not gonna know. Come on, the camera's outside here.
It's Eleanor, baby. He then exited the vehicle and walked around the length of the lot. Dude, he was pacing, checking vehicles along the way by either looking in the windows or lifting door handles to see whether they were unsecured. While Lewis was in the parking lot, he was approached by an officer. He told the officer he was waiting for his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
The arresting officer said in the affidavit that when Lewis was approached, questioned, and finally arrested, he gave the officer a brown paper bag with items from a vehicle.
Oh, wonder what was in the vehicle or the brown paper bag.
The items included
an
iPhone 7,
Okay.
4 packs of cigarettes, a lighter, 1 Visa bank debit card,
Wow, all in the parking lot?
a Florida driver's license, and $547 in cash.
Whoa, that's just from lifting handles.
That's not bad.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do that next week. Honestly, $500.
We could get our billboard pretty quick.
Yeah. Forget making. Yeah, dude.
Just go to Disney World.
You know what? Here's
That
a better
parking
idea.
lot?
Let's have our Patreon subscribers gold level.
Yes.
When you rob the money to support us from Patreon. Yeah. That's how you get your money to support
That's
the
right.
show.
I think,
encourage
Is
that.
it Epcot or is it? I think it's Epcot. It's the biggest parking lot in the world or something like that.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's the biggest like non-parking garage. Like it's just one level.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. You could just spend a whole day wandering around.
Yeah, let's get that billboard. Let's
You
get
could
that
pay
vinyl
for
sign.
your kid's college.
Yeah. Man,
One
I don't
day.
know, man. It's
This
pretty
guy-
white collar. It's pretty white collar.
Yeah, I guess. You gotta. I guess you gotta pick a place that has like the police parking lot there, the police station parking lot. It's like people don't lock their doors.
Yeah,
from
but you
five.
know why Epcot's a great one? Because people set off their alarms all the time to find
Ooh,
their
good point.
vehicles.
Yeah. So if you get
So
a
if you hear an
approach,
alarm, no one's even. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm just looking for my car.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot where I parked.
Yeah, it's a big sack with a $sign on it. Doesn't mean anything. I'm looking for my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the jewels that just fell out of my
Yeah,
pants.
yeah. I have 20 rings on, so what? Well, I like the Beastie Boys, you know?
Yeah. Lewis was arrested on charges of burglary, grand larceny, and possession of stolen property taken back inside the jail.
You burgled.
Come on.
Come on.
The cop just did that. Like, just come on, follow
Yeah.
me. Like, just waved him in. The guy just like hung his head and followed. And
Yeah.
yeah,
4 packs of cigarettes, though. That's like
it's a nice haul.
that's like a grand in jail, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
This one was sent to us by Nathaniel. Danger Index.
What? I haven't heard anything.
The Bufo toad. Do you know what a Bufo toad
Who
is?
doesn't? That was my school mascot, the Bufo toad.
Yeah. So apparently it's Florida's most dangerous invasive species.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Something like that.
Bufo toad.
So it won, let's see, this guy, Ed Killer.
Killer.
That's totally different connotation. From the Treasure Coast newspaper. He had his March Madness bracket.
Oh, he does that. We
Of
didn't
the-
do that this year.
I know. He did it of
Not
the worst invasive species in Florida.
And the Bufo toad won?
The Bufo toad won the whole thing.
Ooh, what was in the top 5?
I do not have it pulled up.
Oh, wow. I was going to say.
Yeah. So I think we did talk about these
The
a
Bufo
while
toad?
back. Yeah, because there was like somebody's dog like licked one or something.
Sounds like
Remember
a good
somebody's
time.
dog like had it like caught one and then it just died.
Ooh, that's sad.
Yeah, what's sad?
Is the macaques on there? No, they can't swim. They were, but we put them on an island.
I'm sure like the lionfish, the pythons,
Yeah. Okay.
the I don't know what else is it, coyotes,
Elderly.
the old folks, yeah, Jersey people. Yeah. So speaking of March Madness, since we didn't do it this year, do you want to go back? Last year, what did we do last year? Oh, we did the mascots.
Was it last year?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, because didn't the Stetson Hatter win?
No, it was the Rollins College.
No. Was
yeah,
it?
Tommy Tar or something.
Tommy
like
Tar.
that.
I sent I sent them stickers and a handwritten note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was go back and listen to our March Madness episode from last year.
2018.
And if you want to like really get upset, go back to like 2 years
Oh.
and listen to our March Madness episode where we crowned the most famous Floridian.
That'll
That
infuriate
was
you.
quite the debate. We ought to, you know what we ought to do is go back and redo some of the early episodes, like Mount Rushmore,
We should.
March Madness.
Wait, no, but didn't somebody complain that they're tired of Mount Rushmores or something?
we do the Mount Rushmore of Mount Rushmores?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
What do we called it? We changed it. Yeah, instead of the Mount Rushmore, we did it. We called it the.
Like Mount Dunmore or something
No,
like
we
that?
did the like Disney parks.
Yep.
We had like Epcot, Animal Kingdom,
Oh, yeah.
Magic Kingdom, but it doesn't have a catchy name like the Disney. I guess the Disney World. It's the Disney World of
We'll figure it out.
Floridians.
I like it. Yeah.
So we
I'm okay
got to
doing.
do that. Yeah, sometime. Sam sent this one in. Florida man arrested after threatening to destroy town with army of turtles.
Oh, I thought I saw that tagged. That's a slow getaway. You gotta, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, they're gonna get away. They're determined, but I wonder. There has to be bath salts or something involved with that, right?
I will tell you if this thing ever opens.
Oh, stop!
I know.
Did you pay your bill?
I pay.
Oh, I gotta pay my
I
bill.
always pay my bills. I do auto pay, man. It's so easy.
No, I write checks.
Although one time, do you?
Oh yeah, Dave
one
Ramsey
time,
method.
Yeah, one time I forgot that I got a new card,
Yeah.
and one of my auto bills, was rejected
Yeah.
because I didn't change the the what do you call it? Expiration date.
Yeah. The
But-
900 number that you call.
But it's actually a charity, so
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Oops.
sure it was. Yeah.
a self-proclaimed saint.
The vaccines did not come in today because of Brent Edwards.
Brent Edwards did not update his auto bill.
I am sorry.
A self-proclaimed saint was arrested in a coastal Florida town Sunday after screaming obscenities and threatening to unleash an army of turtles. So, he must have just watched Aquaman.
Something like that. Oh, is that what happens in Aquaman?
I saw Aquaman. I went with Andy.
Yeah.
That is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was about halfway through, or maybe 3/4 away, when like this guy's underwater. Like there's a giant war underwater.
Right.
And this guy, with the trident is like, has it up to this crab being,
Yeah.
and they're talking back and forth. I just looked over at Andy. I was like, what the hell is going on?
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? They should have cut shot to just a guy in a boat just sitting there, because what happens underwater doesn't matter to us.
Good point.
You know what I mean? It's just a guy fishing.
Yeah. Old man in the sea.
Yeah, well, man, yeah, just a guy fishing. He goes, "Hey, I got a big one," and then they cut shot down to them, and this big war going on because nobody cares.
Maybe
Who
that's
cares
maybe
about
it was
Aquaman?
like is in a shared universe with Old Man in the Sea.
Oh, wow.
So little did he know that
Hemingway
fish he was,
and
he was
Stan Lee
battling with was really just toying with him.
Oh, wow, boy, you're getting deep on me.
Authorities received multiple calls about a man who was disturbing the peace at several businesses in India Atlantic, a town about 75 miles southeast of Orlando.
Is that in the Atlantic?
India
Did you say like
Atlantic.
India Atlantic?
India Atlantic, yeah.
India Atlantic. Oh, I thought you meant like in the Atlantic.
No, like INDI.
Oh, not IN space DA
No,
Atlantic. Okay.
it's India
Okay.
Atlantic. India Atlantic.
Mm-hmm. I've never heard of that. That sounds like something on the other hemisphere.
No, we definitely have had this conversation before, because I remember you made the joke that it's India Atlantic.
Oh, it is?
Because I said, where is that? And you're like, it's India Atlantic.
Oh, I nailed that. Man, I was so good back then.
No, those were the days.
Yeah.
The suspect, later identified as 61-year-old Thomas Devaney Lane, was calling himself the Saint and allegedly said his army of turtles would destroy everyone. Quote. Lane accompanied a responding officer back to police headquarters, where he pounded on the walls and glass before leaving the station. Officers later found him in the parking lot of a 7-Eleven, where he allegedly cursed out customers and called 911.
If he was smart, he would have his box turtles dig a hole and he could just slide in there.
Gopher turtles.
Box and gopher. Almost aren't they the same?
I don't know. One of them's like protected.
Gopher.
Do you remember Gopher Donuts in
I
Deltona?
totally remember
There was
gopher.
one in
donuts.
DeBerry too here. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a delicious glazed donut that also tasted like cigarettes.
Absolutely. Yes. Is this the? Do you have anything in menthol? Oh, those are some weird looking
Yeah.
sprinkles. Those are ashes.
That might have been like the first pun I ever got when I was a kid. I
What?
thought it was so clever. Like, go for donuts. Like you're a go get donuts. Go for donuts.
Oh, okay.
But
So
it was a gopher.
Yeah, it was like a real gopher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little taxidermy gopher.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite the place. I'm surprised it's still not open.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
Cigarettes, taxidermy. What more do you want from your donut
I think it's a
shops?
laundromat now.
Lane allegedly told the 911 operator that the responding officer, quote, needed to leave now or you will all be sorry you effed with the saint.
Ooh.
I feel like saints don't use that kind of language.
Not the good ones.
Police said Lane refused to exit his vehicle and was taken out by force. During that ordeal, Lane allegedly continued to shout obscenities while warning passersby. Should it be passerbys? Passersby.
I think it's passersby.
Huh, yeah. About an impending army of turtles. Lane was arrested and charged with disturbing the peace, resisting arrest without violence, our favorite charge,
Yeah, my favorite.
and misusing 911. He was later released on bail. So
Misusing 911.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't know that was one?
Yeah, I guess I did. Who bailed him out?
Good question. Maybe
Michelangelo.
His army of turtles. Yeah, this is like a Splinter thing, right?
Right. Yeah, could be. He could be Splinter.
There was no jokes of, not a single joke there.
That's an turtle joke.
About it was prime for it.
When he was
You know
arrested,
who would
he
have?
was
Sarah
cruel,
Elsesser
rude.
would have nailed those.
Oh, yeah, whatever happened to her?
I don't know.
We reached out to her a few times, and
I
she
think
gave us
she,
the old cold shoulder.
She probably thinks we're like stalking her.
Yeah. I think she's a stock clerk at Winn-Dixie now.
Oh, don't wish that upon Sarah.
I'm not wishing, I'm saying I think. You have an attitude like that? You don't get back to the people that reach out to you?
Oh, I mean, we might have creeped her out.
How so?
I think we sent her a tweet like while we were on air that was like, "Hey, we like your work."
Yeah, but wouldn't it take 8 seconds to look us up and realize that, we were silly and we're not going to show up at our house?
Well, I don't know. Our episodes go long sometimes.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if she did any research whatsoever.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Elsesser.
Maybe we'll sick our army of
Turtles,
on
yeah. You done messed up, Elsesser.
Minutes after being released from jail. Nope, that's the same one.
Well, you got to get a bookmark or something.
That was on there twice. Sorry, that was my fault. That came in to the email address, and also intern Jason sent that. That's my fault. I did not check. Over. Drunk.
Did you just try to pass that off on intern Jason?
No.
Okay,
What I'm
just making
saying
sure.
is he was doing his job,
Okay.
but it also came in on an email. So I
Got it.
wanted to make, so I added it out to the rundown because I wanted to make sure I gave the person who sent it in credit.
Right. Not realizing that
Not
intern
realizing
Jason
it.
had beat you
Yes.
to the punch.
Correct.
Okay.
Drunk, shirtless Florida man arrested after shoveling spaghetti in his mouth at Olive Garden.
Oh, at Olive Garden.
Your
Huh.
family.
Yeah, when you're here, your family, but you still need to put a shirt on, sir. This is spaghetti-related accidents that are coming
Yeah. The
more and more
food-
prominent here.
But I don't think he assaulted anybody with it. Well, let's read on and find out.
Yeah.
Naples, Florida. A drunk and shirtless Naples man was arrested at an Olive Garden Sunday after shoveling spaghetti into his mouth. Why do they always repeat the headline in the first?
I have a theory, and maybe we should reach out to a journalist and find out if this is true. But they have to hit
we're
us.
journalists,
Huh?
right?
I mean, yeah, other journalists. All right, well, then this is true because I'm saying, don't they have to? They have to hit a certain number of words, right?
We suspected that after the, what was it? It was like last episode or 2 episodes ago, and the guy went into a whole rant about what a machete is.
Right.
You know,
And I think that they start off. I guarantee you, their mentor at the place, or if it's a woman, a femtor, right? If they're at the place and they're telling them what to do, they're going, "Listen, bud. Headline equals 18 words. Put it in.
Double
put
it up.
Yeah, double it up.
yeah. The police were called at an Olive Garden because 32-year-old Ben Paget was, quote, causing a disturbance. Police found Paget sitting on a bench near the front door, shirtless and shoving spaghetti into his mouth with his hands. The strong smell of
It's got to be alcohol. This isn't a
Alcohol.
weed thing. Yeah.
came from him as well. According to the police report, Paget was asking people for money as they walked to the door. He then threatened a restaurant employee when asked, who asked him to stop, saying, "I could beat your ass." End quote. That's
Yeah.
not really a threat, though. That's, I could. He didn't say, "I'm going to."
That's true. I mean, if it comes down to it, I could do that. That's
Yeah.
That might
'cause
be
I don't think that's
might
a
be the
threat.
new way to hollow threaten somebody if we're getting in an altercation in a sense, right? So we're
Sure.
playing kickball.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a certain ref that's obnoxious, and he does something, and I just go, you know what? Given the opportunity, I could take you down. I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying, if the situation calls for it, you're gonna want to hug your kids tight because you're gonna lose this battle. That's a good way. I like that.
Okay. Yeah. Little, fine print.
That's sort of my approach. That's how I got in trouble the first time we played kickball, when I shook the ref's hand and said, "Hey, just want you to know it was a terrible call."
Yeah.
And it was disappointing, and I think you can do better.
I think I remember you shaking his hand because it was right after we went through the, you do the lineup and you shake hands after the game, and you ran over and you said, "We were playing you too. Might as well shake your hand."
Well, that might have been. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. I'm thinking of this soccer. One time I was in a co-ed soccer league, and this guy was just awful. And I went to him afterwards, and I shook his hand. I went, "Hey, just want you to know, I've played a lot of soccer. That's probably the worst game I've ever called. And honestly, I don't want you to go home tonight and think you did a good job, because it was really bad. So you should probably think about what you're doing out here." And the guy threw stuff in his bag. He had his hand out at first and was shaking. You don't. They don't understand until you're halfway through the shake, and then they yank the hand back. I'm a different man now. I wouldn't do that now. That's why I got off the mound. I thought it was the right thing to do, and it has been the right thing to do.
Yeah, we've won 2 championships
since I've left the mound.
Yeah, Ryan threw 2 shutouts.
That's right, he did.
Championship night.
Yeah.
When he was placed in handcuffs. Oh, wait. When the employee went back inside to call the police, Padgett followed him in and asked the employee loudly what kind of genitals he has. When he was placed in handcuffs, Padgett began twisting his body and kicking his legs. After police arrested, I'm like picturing my daughter who just like writhes around.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
My 9-month-old, when I'm trying to change her diaper, she's just like squirming all over.
If you're like, if let's just say he were naked, Olive Garden's the right place, because you just tip over that olive oil, they're never gonna catch you. You're just like point. Greasy, just slide, cuff slide right off.
Yeah, even one of the salads, you just
anything, you just jump head first into a salad, head first, shoulder first, body first. Get that that sweet Olive Garden sauce, the white sauce. We couldn't cuff him, sir. He's covered in white sauce.
After police arrested Padgett and helped him get into the back of a police car, Padgett started smashing his forehead onto the metal cage of the car's partition. Padgett was charged with disorderly intoxication and resisting an officer without violence.
Without violence?
Without violence.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I guess he didn't start the violence until he was in the car. He started smashing his face.
Oh, yeah. Fettuccine all over my glass, bro. I just Windex
That's it. He was transferred to Naples Jail Center. Transported to.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, guy needs help.
You ain't just whistling.
Dang, he is all blood. Like he's all
could be
scraped up on
sauce.
his forehead.
Could be pasta sauce.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, it might be. All right, that's all the news.
Sweet.
I got a happy Florida birthday.
Oh, let's do that.
April 18th, 1973.
Oh, 1973. Born in Florida. Jackie Chan?
Derek Brooks.
Ah.
Of Florida State, and then later Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's kind of appropriate since I believe the NFL draft is on right now.
That's right. It is on this evening.
Yeah. So for all you listening, it was on last night.
That's right. Can you believe the first person they drafted?
Can you believe? Yeah, the Bucks, the Dolphins. Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh!
How about their
championship year?
Put it on the board. Why even play the season?
I don't know. You got me.
All right, Q&A.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Jordan Bryan. I think this was on maybe Facebook. Intern Jason labeled it, and then I messed it up when I copied it. So
we can't all be intern Jasons.
I just don't want you to think I'm throwing him under the bus. Jordan Bryan said, in light of the recent events over the holiday weekend involving a giant Easter bunny,
right?
Which mascot would you choose to step in the ring with, and why?
Oh boy. We say mascot. Does that mean sports related, or does this mean like you know what I mean? Because I would step in the ring with the Easter Bunny. That would be probably the one I would take.
Of the holiday.
Of the holiday ones.
Yeah.
I mean Santa.
Now he's got
You punch him in the belly, it's just gonna hurt.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, he'll swallow your fist.
Yeah.
In that belly.
And then he'll give that big laugh. And bam, pound you right in the face.
Yeah. Plus he's got an army of elves.
That's true. Easter Bunny, I'd pull that vest over his head like like a hockey player, and start tapping him on the nose.
Yeah. I guess he does say mascot, and this wasn't a full mascot costume.
Okay. So I would say I'm thinking of the Sun's gorilla. Not a chance.
Well, the Sun's gorilla once got punched in the face
Oh, that's
by
right.
Charles Barkley.
That's right. All right, so he doesn't have a glass jaw. I'm not fighting Nitro. Stuff seems like an easy answer.
Nah, Stuff's a good mascot, man. He's
Yeah.
got tricks up his sleeve,
Yeah,
too.
that's true. That's true.
Get it?
I do get it. What about you? Who do you pick?
I'm trying to think through, what are some of the worst mascots?
Is like a corn husker or something like that? It's like a thing of corn.
Yeah, no, that's like a big Nebraskan farmer. Yeah, no, you don't. want
I'll
that.
take an Iowan farmer. These guys are losers. Am I right?
Yeah.
Putty in my hands. That's what I say.
What about the Daytona Tortugas?
Oh,
Do they
yeah,
have
the
a
turtle.
mascot?
Oh, I wonder if he works for that guy.
Mm.
Yeah, I could take that turtle. You just got to hit him in the right spot because once he goes in the shell, it's over.
The Jacksonville, they have the Jumbo Shrimp. That's their minor league baseball team.
Oh, yeah. I'm not taking on Kingston.
No, he looks. What about the Stanford Tree? You ever see him?
That's the one.
Stanford Tree.
You know
Doesn't
how
even have
how I
arms.
take him? Hobbit pipe in hand. I just set him on fire. Stanford Tree. That's it. That's the one.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Okay, good.
I agree. The Stanford Tree. All right. Intern Jason chimed in with his own question. He said, there's a lot to unpack here. Bear with me. With a runtime of over 3 hours,
Okay.
Avengers Endgame is released into the world tonight.
Is it seriously over 3 hours?
I think so.
They're so full of themselves.
If someone made a movie about the creation of Florida is sinking, from childhood friends to current time, how long of a runtime would it have?
It's got to be Ken Burns.
Well, I mean, yeah,
It's gotta be Ken
definitely.
Burns that makes
I mean, come on. Each episode is over an hour.
I would say you could.
We used to knock out 2-hour episodes like it was nothing back in the day.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say like it was nothing.
No, I mean, we labored. I mean, look at it. It's
Yeah. I would say
look,
that.
this is not an easy job. I know you guys are thinking like podcasting, it's easy, but look, it's not as easy
That's
as
true.
it sounds. We're out here sweating on the back porch.
Yeah. You're lucky the shirt's still on, Brent.
It's April.
Yeah, I know.
It's not even May yet. I mean, June, July, August, we're going to be just roasting out here.
I would say if you're thinking, if you want to keep somebody's interest,
Mm-hmm.
it's one full season of 45-minute episodes, 10, like an HBO thing. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? So there's
There's a mini series.
There's my childhood, right? There's your childhood.
Ooh, and then some by episode 3, the storylines.
And then they do the
converge.
thing where he was really good friends and blah, blah, blah. But then, spoiler alert, it's your brother and I don't really hang out with you, right?
Yeah.
Right? And then we do hang out together with your brother. So there's that episode. So that's 4. And then our young friendship in the band, like when we become buddies, right? 5. And then when you move, how we deal with that moving. Because you're up in Tallahassee, I'm down here, we grow apart. That's 6. Come back together, we're hanging out together. That's 7. Then Curveball, episode 8, is intern Jason, KJ, our wives, like the periphery people, Tommy,
Oh, yeah.
people on the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 9 is when we start the show, and 10 is our massive success, ending with us hanging a vinyl banner off of the I4I store. Done. Right?
I love it.
It's pretty good.
Let's call Netflix.
Yeah.
How would the story be told? Well, you just answered that. Who would play you guys, KJ and me? We've briefly discussed some of this on the group text.
All right,
but
so
elaborate.
I've been told that I'm the only shoe-in voice, which would be Charlie Day would play me.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm okay with that. I
Yeah.
like Charlie Day. I think he's
Yeah.
good.
It's got the right height.
Yeah.
Got the beard.
It's got
Yeah.
the beard. Got it.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see, me. Who's bald and still ruggedly handsome?
I say Clint Howard. I think you're a dead ringer. Clint Howard.
Oh, man.
Dead ringer.
Get off my porch. Jason Statham.
Ooh. Wow, that's good. That'd be great.
Yeah, we have
With the beard, yeah.
similar body types, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. His fists are a little faster than yours. Who plays KJ? I think I mentioned this. Oh, Lucy Liu.
Yeah, Lucy Liu would be good. What happened to her?
I think she's still on TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
She used to be a movie
total
star.
babe in,
I haven't seen her in
Charlie's
any
Angels.
movies in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, she's also in Shanghai Noon.
Very underrated movie.
Oh, totally.
Any Jackie Chan movie, I'm sold.
Totally. Absolutely. I love Jackie Chan. So
Guy's
she
an
gets played by
American
Lucy Liu,
treasure.
right?
Okay.
Just because of the Asian flair. And who does intern Jason get played by?
Yeah, actually, we probably need like a sassier Lucy Liu. But anyway, she'll do.
Yeah.
She'll do.
Intern Jason. We need a fact finder, hardworking, like hard-nosed, gets it done.
Well, he basically
Doesn't
he
take
and I
no
look
for an answer.
basically the same. Only he's like
Much taller.
5 inches taller than me.
Okay. All right. So. Oh, what about? Nah, he's too old.
Jason Statham on stilts.
Say John Locke from Lost, but he's too old.
Yeah.
Who's gonna play intern Jason?
That's the question.
The Rock.
Done.
Done.
The Rock.
There you go. You got it. I did you a favor there. The Rock it is. Yeah.
That'd be about
I
right.
think so. Rock can do anything.
He really
And so
can.
does intern Jason.
True.
I don't know. It's starting to sound more and more making sense.
Yep. Totally. All right. If you had some questions.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So I had a question from superfan Brad, whom says the following, which is where did the zinger come from?
Oh.
Zinger.
Yeah.
I think that's from when I did stand up. I wanted to do this thing where I would say Shazam, right? That was something I wanted to do. I wanted to say Shazam. I wanted to work that into my act. But you really can't do that. Like, Larry the Cable Guy will say, good or done, you know?
Yeah.
But there's jokes that lead up to that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't just come out with a catchphrase.
Mhm.
So,
Plus, Shazam, I think, is taken as a catchphrase.
yeah. Yeah, and it takes a bit. Who says it?
I believe the superhero Shazam.
Oh, yeah, but please, give me a break.
Okay.
So you can't say super because there's a Superman? Give me a
well,
break.
I mean, that's a
Give me a
made-up
break.
word.
What's that outside in the woods? Oh, I can't say Batman. I mean, give me a break. Come on, you're being ridiculous. You're being ridiculous. So
Bat, comma, man. That's a bat, man.
So anyway, I think when we just started making jokes on this podcast, before we started doing the funny noises, the onomatopoeia, I think we just went, whoa, zinger!
Yeah.
That was it, right?
Yeah, I feel like,
Zinger!
yeah, I mean, a zinger
And then it turned into
is like a
zinger.
one-liner, you know?
Yeah.
You hit a little rim shot, zinger.
Yeah, okay.
And then so that just, you used to do, so a long time ago, we used to make the movies and stuff. You did one where you were like an old-timey announcer.
Yes.
And that was really funny, and I always think of that whenever you do the you know, those callbacks. Or
Oh, I never
it
even
sounds like
thought of that.
callbacks to like the old days of and who's the guy that does all Simpson voices?
Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria. He has a character, I think it's an HBO show or something, that he's like a baseball announcer,
Interesting.
play-by-play guy,
Yeah.
but he's from the old school, you know, he still like drinks whiskey and all that.
That's
like
a way to do it.
and but he has a whole, you know, shtick about that, and that always reminds me of that kind
That's
of like
funny.
old timey like yiggity yowza.
Yiga, yowza.
Yeah,
You know that was the kickball thing. That's what got the mistletoes kind of started. Was that when we
Right.
played Eve ball, playing kickball? We started by just playing every Christmas Eve because all our friends would come back into town.
right.
We would get together, bring a red shirt and a green shirt. We're going to play kickball. One team's the candy canes, one team's the mistletoes. We'd play a game, and then we would just draw out of a hat and switch shirts. My mom brings a stocking. We draw out of a hat. And so when the kickball came around, we decided to play as a team. We carried over that tradition of the mistletoes,
Right,
and that's where our name came from.
right.
And we made a video. I should post that. It is posted on YouTube. We should post it on the show.
Okay, yeah.
So it's the original video we made associated with the mistletoes.
Yeah. But you made it like you didn't tell us what we were doing.
Right.
So you're like, all right, everybody look up. You know, we didn't know we were supposed to be looking at a kickball.
Right,
so
yeah.
everyone's looking in different directions. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
old.
that's funny, but I didn't know you associated the two with that. That's funny.
Yeah.
We'll have to post that, though. That'd be fun.
Yeah. What
Cool.
was the candy canes? I never got that one. Like mistletoes is obviously a perfect name.
No, just red.
Yeah.
I mean, just red and white.
Yeah.
You know, you need something that was the color red.
Mistletoes though is perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a you know, one of those things where it just serendipitous.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Rick Anderson, who is the greatest superhero of all time? My vote is Thor. And it's seconded by.
Well, that's because he's Norwegian.
I know that is. I know. That's a bit of a yeah. And then Brittany seconded that. My wife, and then KJ because he's insanely good looking.
Oh yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite superhero? I know mine.
You know what? I don't know. I guess Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like these new movies, like the superhero movies. I go with Andy usually. It almost always works out like he's down visiting
When
with his
one comes out.
family, and then like we'll we put the women and children in bed. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
we go see these movies.
See
or
Captain
whatever.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah, I like.
well, they
Captain,
release one every 3 days.
I
so-
like Captain America.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty just traditional.
I can say that the Thor movies, surprisingly, I like very much. I
Which one?
never.
Isn't there like 4 of them?
Yeah, the Ragnarok one with Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, I saw that.
hilarious. I was surprised at how good they were because Thor was never my favorite character. I always liked the Flash. Dude was just a fast runner.
Yeah.
That's it. He's just
Yeah.
fast. And I always liked I like the lightning bolt symbol
Mm-hmm.
too. But the Flash was always my favorite. If we're picking the greatest superhero, that's tough, man. In these Avengers, I think isn't it Iron Man probably? Isn't he the best one?
He's kind of like the lead. He's kind of
Yeah.
like the.
Leonardo? Leonardo?
Well, yeah, and that he's a jerk.
Oh, well,
That
Raphael
he-
was rude.
Yeah, Raphael's the best though.
Yeah.
Raphael's the real leader of the Ninja Turtles.
I mean,
Everybody knows that.
You know my problem with these superhero movies? I don't want to get off on a tangent.
Raphael is Captain America. They're like one and the same. Like Captain America is off like in hiding, you know, because he won't succumb to the government regulation.
True Atlas shrugged.
Yeah, he's the man.
My problem with these superhero movies, and I'm enjoying them, but
Mm-hmm.
my wife loves them, is that there is no continuity of power whatsoever. There's no continuity of strength. So
Right,
like
right.
Doctor Strange might be the one. Is probably my favorite. Now I'm thinking about it because this movie was great. But
I
like in
didn't
one
see that
movie, you didn't see that one? That's the best one.
Really?
Totally, by far.
Huh.
You gotta watch it.
I'll have to check it
In
out.
his movie, he's like opening these portals and cutting people's arms off and all this stuff. And then the next movie, he's chasing someone down. I'm like, bro, what are you chasing someone down for? You can just open a portal like you've been doing in every movie.
Right.
That's
the
my
hard
problem with
thing
those
about any of the like
Yeah.
creating these superpowers.
You gotta watch Doctor
human
Strange.
beings or whatever.
So good.
Yeah. All right, I'll check it out.
That's what I got. Oh, you got the music ready, bro?
Well, let me first say, if you
okay,
have any questions about Florida, or really anything for that matter, obviously we just answer anything. You can send your questions to the email address questions@floridaissinking.com, or on Twitter and Instagram @FLIsSinking, or on our Facebook page, all of which you can find links to on our website, floridaissinking.com. Ready?
Ready.
Review. 5-star review.
This one's coming April. Let me see. No, that's the date. The name of it is Golden Podcast. How nice is that?
Wow.
From KM 250000.
250.
250,000.
Okay.
5
Yeah,
stars.
flows right off the tongue.
Of course.
What was it?
KM
KM
250,000.
250,000.
Yeah, it's like a robot.
Yeah.
This show is hilarious.
Huh.
I don't think I've ever laughed out loud while listening to a podcast, but I have burst out laughing while listening to every single episode of this podcast.
Wow. I thought you were going to say, and this one didn't start.
And I still have yet to. Brent and Jeremy, it should be Jeremy and Brent, do a great job. 10 out of 10 would recommend. That's nice.
Wait, did it say 10 out of 10, period, would recommend? Like
No, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
10 out of 10 people would recommend.
That's probably what it means. Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you, KM
KM 250,000. Golden podcast. Wow, I love it.
Maybe it's quarter mil.
Oh, quarter mil.
Quarter mil with a K.
Oh, boy.
250,000, right?
This is like a hip. Yeah,
Quarter
yeah.
million.
Yeah.
Quarter mil.
That's what I have in the bank. That's why I know.
That's it. Just some quick reminders before we wrap up. The Patreon page is up. If you are interested and you would like to, there's some bonus content to be had.
Right.
Obviously, none of this we're not twisting your arm, but if you like our show and if you are interested in any additional content, go check out our Patreon page, floridasinky.com/Patreon. The other thing I wanted to remind you is that the Sinky Awards are still coming up in December. Our last episode of the year will be the Sinky Awards, and we've had plenty of candidates for things like Best Question, Best Vanity Plate. Actually, intern Jason has put up a what do you call it? Photo album on our Facebook page with all of the vanity plates. We've been getting a ton of vanity plates.
Unbelievable. I guarantee
Some
you
of
it
these
caused 3
things
or
are
4
just
car accidents.
wild. The
My
things we
two
see.
favorites so far, Empty Tomb
Oh,
and
that's a great one.
Later Bra. L8RBRAAA.
Later, brah.
Later Bra.
Love it.
Yeah.
Best news story, best 5-star review, all of those. And, of course, the coveted awards, best swimmer, best floater, best sinker. Okay, so, get your submissions in for that.
And don't forget to leave a 5-star review. May I play a 5-star review intro from Tommy?
Is this a new one?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing I want to say. Send us your impressions, too. We haven't had many.
Well, let me give you a little
Not
preview
as
when you're
many
ready.
impressions as we have vanity plates, so send us your impressions. All right, here we go.
Let's see how it sounds.
Great and powerful Oz knows why you have come. Step forward, Tin Man.
The production value.
You dare come to me for a heart, do you? You clinking, clacking, clamoring collection of colliginous junk? Have you been listening to Florida is Sinking? Have you filled out your 5-star review?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. You see, a while back, we were walking down the yellow brick road, and...
You know, my mom has got to stop going away on trips. This is what I get. I get 4 or 5 of these every time she goes somewhere.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so send us your impressions. They don't have to say leave a 5-star. Just say, this is so-and-so.
Yeah, we do like
You're
it.
listening to Florida Singing, yeah. To leave a 5-star review, though, and in doing so, enter yourself in for the running for the best 5-star review, Sinky Award. Go to floridasinking.com. Shall we wrap?
Let's do it.
I would just like to encourage everyone to check out our Patreon page. That's floridasinking.com/Patreon. And just consider supporting the show with only a couple bucks a month. There are some cool benefits that come with being a supporting listener. A bonus episode every month that is only available to the supporting listeners. Maybe some stickers, a thank you note, handwritten by Jeremy himself, and some other opportunities. So check it out, floridasinking.com/Patreon. And if you want to support the show, but you're not willing and or able to spare a few bucks a month, I'd like to remind you that you can use our Amazon link to do your online shopping. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything extra. Just go to floridasinking.com/Amazon and then proceed as usual. Another way to help grow the show is to leave a 5-star review on iTunes.
All right.
And you can do that, floridasinking.com/iTunes. And if even that is too much effort for you, then just do us a favor and tell a friend.
Tell an amigo.
Or at the very least, like, take your parents' cell phones and subscribe to our show.
Yeah, that would be great.
And you can keep in touch with us on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, or via the email address, questions@floridasinking.com.
Beautiful. All right, well, we'll see you next time.
If there is a next time.